or maybe I'm not really good at judging the distance at which the ball will bounce, right? Those type of things are very important. It's all about practice and like just being in the game, and you'll generate the control eventually to actually do those things. So what I want to show you is a few things that you can do to train control. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so first things first, let me score the ball. So the ball is going to be in the middle when you go to do this. It's going to be difficult, and you're going to have moments where whenever you're in the air, so you're going to like, we call them blackout moments. Okay, it's essentially when you try to make a adjustment with your analog stick, and your brain can't give you the right direction to push your analog stick to go the way you're wanting to go, and then you just simply either fall to the ground or fly off into the distance. So what you're going to do is make sure you're in ball cam. You're going to jump up, hover, okay, and you're not going to use any arrow. You're just only going to use your analog stick, right? And you're going to go around the ball, okay, and you're going to continue going like that. As you can see, my car starts to turn sideways a little bit, and like sometimes it ends up upside down, and then other times it's like straight up, right? I'm going to go around the ball in a clockwise and counterclockwise motion. So go ahead and jump in and try to do that. You're gonna see how difficult this is.
It is difficult. Yep. Okay. Yep. See? Horrible. Okay. So you said no arrow, so I'm not even on ball cam. Okay. But that was so you like didn't move like at all, except your camera moving and your car moving as the same.
Yeah, if you want to spectate me, I'll show you. Bunk. I should have scored that and barred it. Too bad. Alright, go ahead and just skip this. Press A. There you go.
Oh, I thought it didn't leave you that.
Okay, so this is what it looks like when I use arrow, right? If I like pretty much you know, this is car cam, this is ball cam. See, I'm looking at the ball. Now if I use arrow, like for example like this, see how I make these adjustments, I'm able to, or if I'm going this way, right, I can make the same adjustments. Just slight tap. You can see my car always facing a certain type of direction, right? If I use only arrow, then I'm constantly spinning, right? Right? Now, this is the thing that people do. They use arrow to adjust themselves. So you'll see every now and then my car will like stop moving, and then I'll arrow fully before I move my analog stick again. So boom. Like just pay attention to my wheels. My wheels are only going one direction, and then I stop, and go. And that's a bad habit that people generate because they're essentially using the arrow to make up for their miscomings, right? Their bad habit of just not learning how to overcome these blackout moments. Okay, so you're gonna jump up and go around the ball instead, without any arrow. So as you can see, because I'm not using any arrow, I'm just using my analog stick. If you look at my wheels, you can see them making adjustments. If I mess up, like for example, I'm here and I push the wrong direction, I'm gonna fall, right? So when you're upside down like this, if I push up on my analog stick, I go this way. If I push down on my analog stick, I go this way. If I push left, right? Now if I sideways like so, then this was down, right? And then this is left. You see how that's different? So essentially what you're doing is you're reprogramming your brain to understand what left and right is when you're in a certain position. So as you're going around the ball, your car is naturally going to turn into those difficult positions. And because you're going in a full 360, you're going to meet every single position, so that you're going to learn in every single position where to push your analog stick so that you can actually get the right see, I want to continue going left here, so I'm going to continue pushing it to left, but I'm making a ton of adjustments. You can see those adjustments, but because you can see where my wheel is moving in different directions and my nose is pointing, because I'm making those adjustments. But I'm making those adjustments as I'm going around in a circle. It may look like I'm not doing much, but I'm doing a lot actually.
Because your wheels are moving back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm pushing my analogs to the left, to the right, down, up, multiple different times as I'm moving. So this is going to help you get better. If it's hard for you not to hit the ball, you can start out farther away from the ball and go around. You can use the entire field if you have to. Just remember that your goal is to try to not use any arrow whatsoever, okay? This is a very popular training method. This is going to teach you how to utilize aerial control later when you go into like higher level things and you have that control. Okay.
You got a friend there?
I'm teaching this guy stuff.
We're
Okay, so
teaching,
this you can practice on your own time at another time. So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Ready for the next thing?
Mhm.
Okay, so the next thing is all about car control. So there's a few different types of control, right? There is pure car control, just the movement of your car and only your car, right? And then there is ball control. It's the movement of which you're using your car and the ball together, because the ball fights against you as you use it. So you need to have a whole unique perspective on that. So that's the reason why it's a different thing. And there's one more. I want you to try to guess what it is.
What's called air. You already said that.
You got car, movement of your car. Then you got ball and car, and then there's one other thing.
Aerial controls, I think?
Yes, aerial control. So it was a trick question. We already worked on aerial control. So aerial control is the thing where you're going around the ball. You're moving your car in the air. Your car interacts differently on the ground than it does in the air. That's why they're two different things. Now, overall, the game can be simplified down to car control and ball control. And it can even be simplified down to just straight up car control if you really want to. But I like to put it in threes because they're unique enough to make them three different things. So that's how you practice aerial control. Now I'm going to show you how to practice car control on the ground. So simple things like learning to do various mechanics and maintain your speed. So as you're learning those and you're getting better at those, you can introduce that to what I'm about to teach you, okay? So it could look like just doing a wave dash like this. Front flips. Wave dash onto the wall. Off the wall. Right? As you get better at mechanics, you can do unique jumps, right? Speed flips, sideways wave dashes, backwards wave dashes into half flips, wall dashes, speed flips into maybe zap dashes. Like as you get better, you're going to integrate higher level mechanics into this training, and you want to continuously use this training throughout the rest of your career of Rocket League, okay? So essentially what this does is it allows you to get familiar with your movement of your car while also learning how to maintain speed. So making sure that you're using power slide is a huge thing here, okay? So go around the map a few times so you can get used to it. Just, you can start with boosting, right? Nash, your mic's there. You can start with boosting and then doing a wave dash if you know how to. Alright, maybe jump, turn your car to the left or right, and then use some power slide, and then flip in the direction of your momentum. If you need me to show you an example, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. So look at me again. So simple method would be I jump. See how I turn sideways? If I don't hit power slide, this is what happens. Okay, no power slide. With power slide, so I slide.
Yeah.
So if I land sideways, I want to flip with my momentum, and so I can end up straight. So that's how it works. So if I land in this situation, I want to land with some power slide, and you see I kept my momentum even if I'm awkward. See how that works?
Mhm.
So I want you to do the same thing. So when you do a wave dash and you like land like this, try that, okay?
Okay.
And sideways wave dashes are much faster than front ones, so you can just do this like do do instead of doing this.
Oh, side is better than front.
Yeah. It's more of a diagonal, like diagonally wave dashing. It's
Yeah, like
it's
course
because
dashing.
your car it's your length of your car. So if you have the furthest length, that means you're landing slower, right?
Oh, I get
To
it.
do the wave dash. If you use the shorter part of your car, you land faster. And it means you can chain them faster, meaning you can gain more speed quickly. So this is going to be difficult with various mechanics that you're currently not familiar with. But here's a small thing you always want to keep in mind. If you're doing this, you want it to feel uncomfortable every single time you do it. If it ever feels like it's comfortable to do, like it's just a warm-up, right? Then you're doing it wrong. You need to introduce new mechanics or new ways of challenging yourself while you're doing it. Okay. And another thing is you want to do this in both directions, counterclockwise and clockwise. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now to move on to the last thing, and that is ball and car control. Okay. Together. So there's many of methods to do this. The one I prefer the most is dribbling, right? But you're silver, so we're not going to talk about that today. You can learn how to dribble and challenge yourself with more control with that later. Instead, you're going to learn how to do bounce dribbling. So you're going to tap the ball to where it bounces up like so. I need you to pay attention. So you're going to bounce the ball. When it bounces, you're going to tap it every time it bounces, so it bounces again, and you're just going to continue doing this. With more and more practice, you'll gain enough control where you can actually utilize this as a shot, for example, right? You can use it to bounce it up onto your car, so you can dribble later when you learn to do that. There's a lot of applications that you can learn from bounce dribbles. But it gives you a better understanding of how the ball interacts with your car for when you go to take shots and like control of the ball itself. For example, if I need to take it back away from my opponent that's behind me and then maybe turn around and then shoot it or something, I can, because I learned how to touch the ball because of bounce dribbles, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And then you can learn things like parsley cuts, where you just go boom, round one, boom, round two, and then shot. Okay. This opens up a lot of windows, but first just focus on getting the pop and trying to go around in a circle, both counter and clockwise around the map. Okay. So do you remember the three methods I was teaching you?
Aerial control, like
No. I don't want to know the names. I want to know exactly what you do to train them.
uh,
Hey, Jeff.
don't you said
Hi.
Bro.
aerial go around the ball, and
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jay.
the other one was zap dash.
Hey, Jay.
And
Wait, they're
Yeah,
talking.
okay.
They're talking.
and using
Hello.
I said hi.
and using power slide,
Man, well, I could fucking hear you.
and
Sorry, could you start over? I didn't hear a word you said.
okay, the other one was going around the ball to for car control, and the other one was about like zap dashes and using your I forgot power slide. I think it was one. I forgot the other one. Oh,
Bounce dribbles.
yes. One you have to keep like hitting it over, keep hitting it like this over and over.
Yes. Now there's plenty of videos that goes over bounce dribbles. So if you are having some troubles with it, go to YouTube and look up exactly what you're looking for. And that would be how to do a bounce dribble, right? And it will tell you exactly what you need to focus on. Keep the video on the side or on your phone or whatever, and look to it whenever you're having difficulty, right? And just keep that up. And if you stay like focused and continue practicing, you'll get better quickly. If you take any breaks where you're just like, oh, I'm going to take a week off from practice or something, you're not going to improve. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, that's everything, man. Once you mastered those things, then you can maybe think about learning some higher level control. By the way, this is only just a build control, not about game sense or anything like that. So you can still learn how to do an air dribble if you wanted to. It's whatever you want to do. It's a game, right? But just keep in mind, if you don't practice these things that you want to do in the future, like flip resets and stuff, you won't have the control to actually do those. So make sure you keep these in your practice routine always, or at least a form that emulates the same type of improvement. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeet.
Yo, what's up?
He washed. Hello, Phoenix.
Are y'all in the private?
No. I was coaching this guy.
What's y'all's rank?
I'm bronze. What rank are you?
Oh, what's your actual rank, Bert?
Oh, my bad. I'm gold 2.
It's not your actual rank. There's no chance.
Bro, man's catching me, bro. All right, fine. I'm champ 3.
Oh, that's what my rank is. You trying to run some
He's not
casual?
champ 3. He's not champ 3. Don't fall for it.
No, don't let him lie to you, bro. I'm champ 3.
He's not champ 3.
Oh, we have Skittles. What's yours?
I'm C1 right now.
Your what?
C1, champ 1.
Like, what's your peak?
C2.
C2 what? What division?
Div 2, I think, or 3.
I mean, can you play in those lobbies right now?
Playing what lobbies? C2 lobbies?
Yeah, because that's what my rank is right now, and I'm like C2 division like 3, I think. I'm like a game off 4. My peak's like a few games off GC, but I started playing at the beginning of the season, and like I was getting fried by GCs.
Yeah, Abel.
I'm down to play if you want.
I mean,
Don't let
yeah,
him lie to you, bro. He's actually SSL. He's gonna drag you
I
into
guess.
S.
Yes, Abel. Yes, Abel. Abel. Yes, Abel.
Hi.
Hi, I was getting coached by SSL player.
Oh,
On
do
Discord.
you want to be part of leader?
I don't really care. I was getting coached by SSL player on Discord.
Oh, nice. I really want to have an SSL friended, but I have one of them, but it's a Nintendo player, so.
Well, he did teach me how like my car control a lot.
Do you know how to? Has he been teaching you the pop reset?
No. I'm not even on that yet. No, like the simple things like bouncing the ball like off your car, or like trying to power shot. But I already told him I know how to do that, so he said, okay, let's skip that. But then he was talking about air dribbles, but he said you don't really need to do them because you're like not at a like, good rank for people to like whatever.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he did like a quad reset. I'm like, yo, what?
Thank you.
Thank you. I have the video. I think I should have it. Wait a minute.